Alex Poatan Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka. Can Jiri beat Alex Pereira? He looks fast, he looks ferocious, he can take a beating, he can come back, he is a warrior, but like I said, Jiri Prochazka, he's got this unorthodox style where he punches from his hips, and when you punch from your hips, you can throw a lot of your body into it and you usually crack, but you gotta be careful with Pereira. That unorthodox style can really hurt you against a very disciplined striker. So the big question is, can Jiri Prochazka win? Okay, boys and girls, we're back again. In this video, we're going to talk about the UFC light heavyweight championship bout, Alex Poatan Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka. Can Jiri beat Alex Pereira? He just tweeted out the other day he did 3 days, no light, no food, pure focus, pure training. The preparation starts now. Jiri Prochazka, we got a serious warrior on our hands. The guy's 6'4", 205 pounds, and it says as a teen, Prochazka partook in street fights almost weekly, getting into more than 100 of them. This eventually led him to join the hooligan club tied to Prochazka's local football team, where he would partake in an organized group street fight with clubs of other teams, even participating in 30-on-30 brawls. This guy's a warrior. I mean, this guy is a warrior. When it comes to getting tired, when it comes to someone giving up, I can guarantee you he's gonna have to be unconscious before this guy gives up. He's a serious warrior. His last fight was April 13th, also on UFC 100, so another quick turnaround for him. But for someone like him who's just a crazy savage, he's back in the gym training already. He's got his eyes focused on this belt. His last win, UFC 300, Alexander Rakic, he TKO'd him in round 2, and then the fight before that was Pereira. Before that, he was on a serious streak. He submitted Glover Teixeira, KO'd Dominic Reyes, KO'd Volkan Ozdemir, but these guys already battled, so we're going to be able to tell a lot from it. Automatically, when you hear about this fight, Alex Pereira, he's so sharp, he's such a good counterpuncher, he's probably got the best left hook in the UFC. Jiri Prochazka, he's got this unorthodox style where he punches from his hips, and when you punch from your hips, you can throw a lot of your body into it and you usually crack, and it's easier to get away with this unorthodox style in MMA because the distance is a little different, everything's a little different, but you got to be careful with Pereira. Let's take a peek here at the finish in their first fight and how it came about. But this video is sponsored by Phillips Law. Are you injured? Have you been looking for a personal injury law firm that knows how to fight for your rights? Introducing the law firm that's literally got your back, Phillips Law Group, the kings of personal injury litigation, with over $1 billion won for their clients. They've got the experience for your case. Since 1993, they've been trusted and recommended all over the nation. With over 1,800 plus Google reviews, you know I'm not messing around. And here's the best part. Exclusively for my listeners, they're offering free legal advice. We know how expensive that can get. Call the line at 602-388-1669, and their team of legal professionals will be there to guide you through the craziest legal situations. Trust me, you need Phillips. Early on, Jiri was doing good. He cracked Pereira with some hard shots. Pereira doesn't move his head that much. Pereira holds his hands not super high, but his chin's usually in one spot, exactly how Izzy KO'd him with that overhand right against the fence. But Jiri did a good job. He took down Pereira. He wore him out a little bit, but Pereira did a good job, ended up getting back into his feet. And it's interesting. You look at Jiri, how low his hands are. They're literally at his hips. Stepping low, even when he's in the pocket. Even when he's in pocket, his chin isn't very protected. And you're going to have to be careful with that. Right here, we're at round 2, 244. He's even lighting Pereira up a bit. He gets him on the fence, starts opening up with a probably 8-piece combo here, hits him with the left hook, hits Pereira back with the right hand. That's where Pereira's going to be most dangerous too, sitting in the pocket when you got that good of a counter left hook. So let's fast forward a little bit. We're about round 2, 113 left in the round. Orthodox here. You can tell Pereira's kicking his calf, and it's affecting him a bit because he switches stances here at 108. switches stances, throws the left hand right into orthodox, and walking forward. This is the problem with walking forward. And if you're new to striking, you haven't been striking, the boxers will tell you early on in your life, you don't want to walk forward. When you walk forward, your stance squares up. And if you get hit at that time, your balance isn't good enough and you get dropped. And people want to stand southpaw. And like I said, you can shadow box southpaw. You can think, oh man, I can fight both southpaw. Your balance isn't the same. And when you're this unorthodox like Jiri Prochazka is, he throws his punches and he's so off balance after he throws them. He throws them so hard with so much power that his balance isn't very good when he throws them. So let's see what happens. So he lunges into a right hand right here, and his feet are square. And he gets cracked with the right hand, left hook, when his feet are square. So when you're in your orthodox stance or your southpaw stance, you have your back foot, you can slide back, you have your weight on your balance is a little better. His feet are square here and he gets cracked with the right hand, left hook. When his feet are square, boom, and it drops him, crumples him. Jiri falls into the leg, drives him against the fence with his head down. This is a mistake here, with his head down and he's on his knees, notice here. If he's on his toes and he's driving in, anytime you double leg someone against the fence, I learned this from Robert Fallis, Randy Couture. Anytime you're shooting a double leg against the fence, you should always be aiming to lock your hands. And here, Jiri's still wobbled here, so he's probably not quite coherent, but he's on his knees and he's not locking his hands, looking to finish and get his posture up. His head's down, he's not locking his hands, and he's on his knees, and Alex Pereira elbows him right in this soft spot of your head. Boom, boom, boom. So the big question is, can Jiri Prochazka win? Is there ways for him to win? Absolutely, there's ways for him to win. With these big guys that are explosive, that hit hard with 4-ounce gloves, anyone can win on any given day. Let's take a peek here at this video. This is Jiri Prochazka's last fight versus Rakic. Don't mind my shirt coming off. It's a tad hot here in AZ. It's about 120 out, so it's a tad hot. He looks fast, he looks ferocious, and he just looks like he can take a beating, he can come back, he is a warrior, but like I said, look at his hands. His hands are down by his waist, and even when he's in the pocket, he's trusting his eyes and his movement so much, and that's running a dangerous game. Keeps pressuring forward. Throws a nice, beautiful 1-2 from the hips. Wobbles Rakic. Putting the pressure on him. Hard shots. Swinging everything from his hips in the pocket. That's where he's going to have to really beware. Jiri pops up, and I think they're going to be shooting a lot more on Pereira this time. Wobbles him, takes him down, moves the half guard, and just overwhelms him. Gets the TKO finish. Jiri Prochazka, I think for Jiri's ways to win, he's going to have to take Pereira down early. The more he comes forward, the more he sits in the pocket and gets reckless like that, the more of a chance Alex Pereira is going to hit him on the chin and put him down. So I think it'll be smart for Jiri to back him up, put him on the fence, force him into a couple wrestling scrambles. That's going to tire you out in MMA more than anything else. I don't know if Jiri can beat him. There's definitely ways. There's ways he can beat him, but I don't know if he's going to beat him. Like I said, Alex Pereira is too sharp. His balance is too good. You don't see Alex Pereira switching stances, walking forward, squaring his stance up like that. That unorthodox style can really hurt you against a very disciplined striker who's a very good counterpuncher. Their balance is good, really good. You throw one shot off balance, boom, and they hit you and the lights are out. I'm going to do an official prediction video the closer we get to the bout. I'm excited for this main event. It may not be a huge main event where everyone's going to tune in for, but this is two absolute warriors that one of them's going out on their shield. One of them's going to get knocked out clean. I'm curious your guys' thoughts. Who do you got? Jiri Prochazka versus Alex Pereira? Comment what you think below. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hit that like and subscribe button. And for all the people new to the channel, hope you're enjoying it. And I'll leave you guys with this. Bye-bye. Love y'all.